Have you ever been told a story so eerie, so perplexing, that it lingers in your mind long after it's been told? Tonight, I want to take you deep into the heart of the Appalachian wilderness, a place so dense, so wild, that it's easy for imaginations to run rampant. But what if the stories aren't just imagination? What if they are real? Welcome to the Nightside Archive. Tonight's episode: The Hidden Woodsman of Appalachia. Stretching from southern New York all the way down to Mississippi, the Appalachian Mountains are known for their breathtaking beauty. But within the rolling hills, towering trees, and isolated coves lies an air of mystery that countless hikers, locals, and adventurers have sensed for generations. At its heart, there is one legend that continues to haunt this region, the tale of a mysterious figure known by locals simply as the Hidden Woodsman. To understand this tale, we have to wind back to the late 1900s. The Appalachian Trail, one of the longest hiking trails in the U.S., started gaining popularity among adventure seekers from all over the country. It's a haven for solo hikers looking to find themselves or to disconnect from the chaos of the modern world. But with that solitude often comes vulnerability, and for some, it became the ultimate trap. In 1981, there was a well-documented case of a missing hiker named Emily Bancroft. Emily was a young woman in her mid-20s, an experienced outdoors enthusiast who had planned a solo 2-week trek through a less-traveled portion of the Appalachian Trail in Virginia. Friends recall her excitement. She'd been preparing for months. But when she failed to make contact by her scheduled check-in date, suspicions grew. Search parties were dispatched, and soon they found her backpack abandoned near a stream. Strangely, beside the stream, there were footprints in the mud, prints that didn't match Emily's hiking boots. Instead, they were barefoot, and that, strangely, is where the trail went cold. Locals began recounting stories of the Hidden Woodsman as whispers turned into a growing unease. People reported seeing fleeting glimpses of a tall, emaciated man skulking through the woods at odd hours. Hikers described hearing unidentifiable sounds, low guttural moans, or the snap of twigs when no one was supposed to be around. There were even reports of campers waking up to find their supplies disturbingly rummaged through, but nothing stolen, as if someone just wanted to watch without taking. One account stands out. In 1990, a man named Foswell recounted his horrifying experience during a camping trip off the trail. According to Derek, he had chosen a secluded spot to pitch his tent. It was in a section of the woods where the canopy was so thick the daylight barely penetrated through. That night, as the forest settled, Derek remembers hearing faint footsteps. He thought it might be a raccoon or some other animal, but those steps edged closer and closer, quiet but deliberate. When he shone his flashlight outside, there was nothing, or at least he thought there was nothing. But then, just beyond the reach of the light, he saw movement. It wasn't an animal. It was a figure, motionless, watching from between the trees. Derek didn't sleep that night. By morning, there was no trace of anyone, but 40 feet from his tent, he found footprints, barefoot prints, large ones, pressed into the dirt. So, who or what is the Hidden Woodsman? This is where folklore and reality intertwine. Some theorize that he is the spirit of an old hermit who lived and died in the Appalachian woods, refusing civilization. Others believe he's a real person, a recluse who perhaps escaped into the isolation of the wilderness, abandoning society. But then there is a darker theory, the one that paints the Hidden Woodsman as a predator of some kind, choosing his victims carefully and knowing the forest so well that no one can find him. And this theory gained traction after the mysterious case of the Teller family in 2006. The Tellers, a family of 4, decided to spend a summer exploring the Appalachian Trail. By all accounts, they were seasoned travelers familiar with the outdoors. One day, while setting up camp, their youngest daughter, Lily, claimed she had seen a skinny man standing just beyond the tree line. Her parents dismissed it, chalking it up to shadows or the woods. But that night, something odd happened during dinner. The air changed, silent, heavy. The family described a suffocating sensation, as if they were being watched. In the coming days, strange events escalated, rocks being thrown at their tent, whispered laughter, and most confusingly, the discovery of barefoot footprints circling their campsite. Terrified, the Tellers cut their trip short and left the area immediately. They never reported the incident officially, but their story spread, fueled by word of mouth, adding to the eerie legend. In recent years, the Hidden Woodsman has become more than folklore. Hikers online have taken to forums like Reddit to post their personal encounters, debates, and warnings to other travelers of off sections of the Appalachian Trail. People share blurred photos, strange sounds captured on video, and unexplained disturbances from deep within the forest. Despite the modern-day surveillance of smartphones and drones, the woodsman remains elusive. What makes this story so compelling is the wilderness itself. The Appalachian forest is vast and unyielding, with valleys and ridges that keep their secrets well hidden. If there were ever a place where someone, or something, could exist just outside the fringes of society, it's here. But then there's the human aspect. What drives someone to retreat into the wild for years, possibly decades? Is it a longing for solitude, a rejection of humanity, or something far more sinister? The Appalachian culture has long been steeped in mystery, with its own rich tapestry of myths and folklore, from ghostly apparitions to cryptid-like creatures. For many, the Hidden Woodsman is just another thread in that tapestry. But for some, he is too real, too close, and too terrifying. Across the years, several hikers and locals have dared to explore where the sightings are most frequent. James Pritchard, an Appalachian investigator and folklorist, conducted his own expedition in the early 2010s. James reported finding peculiar tree markings that seemed deliberate, claw-like scratches several feet high, seemingly too strategic to be animal activity. Along those same stretches of forest, he also found clothing scraps wedged into the bark of older trees. But what haunted him most was the undeniable sense of being followed. There's an intelligence out there, he claims in one interview, something that doesn't want to be found, but won't let you feel alone. As of today, the story of the Hidden Woodsman remains a mystery, a warning, an invitation to anyone daring enough to traverse the thick wilderness of the Appalachian Trail alone. The woodsman, whether spirit or man, predator or victim, has become the living ghost of the Appalachian Mountains. And the next time you step into the woods, will you think you are alone, or wonder just who or what is watching from the other side of the trees? That's tonight's chilling entry into the Nightside Archive. Let us know what you think in the comments. Could there be someone out there, living a shadowed existence in the heart of the wilderness? Or is this nothing more than local lore getting out of hand? Either way, remember to always stay alert, because out there, you never really know if you're alone. Until next time, stay curious, and always keep to the trail.